This is Hoan Rahlan. She is a Montagnard from the Jarai tribe. We met each other through Facebook.
Mhm.
And I've learned that she came to the US when she was maybe 12, 13 years old. She's an artist now. In fact, on her Facebook, you'll see Hoan the artist, I believe.
Yes.
And amazingly, she told me she did not know how to draw, or you were not good at art until you start studying in college. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. And she's one of the few Montagnards that, not only finished high school in America, but finished college and then went on to get a master's degree, right? Right now, you're teaching at a community college?
Yes, I am teaching at Central Piedmont Community College and Rowan Cabarrus Community
I
College.
see. So you're teaching at two
colleges right now.
Interesting. Yeah, so there are very few Montagnards that teach at college level courses. So we're so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for your involvement in the community, helping our people. I'm excited to talk to you.
My name is Hoan Rahlan. I'm Montagnard. I'm from Jarai tribe. My father came to the US around 2002 and later helped bring the rest of our family in 2007. And in 2013, I began my undergrad studies at Barton College in Wilson, North Carolina, where I earned my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Painting. After that, I went to earn my Master of Fine Arts in Studio Art from the University of North Carolina in Greensboro.
Oh.
Currently, I'm teaching art appreciation, painting, and drawing at community colleges in Charlotte and Salisbury. I genuinely enjoy teaching subjects I'm passionate about. Of course, there have been challenges along the way, but I view those as necessary experiences. That have helped me grow, right? Both personally and professionally. And since 2009, my church family, especially someone I called Grandma Nancy, has been a huge part of my support system. So I just want to that up. And she have helped me through so much, from college application process and interviews to kind of secure grants and even transportation when I need it. So I feel deeply grateful for her kindness and kind of like guide me through those uncertain years. And when I started college, I didn't know exactly what I want to do. So I initially thought about becoming a fashion designer, but Barton College did not offer that program. So I enrolled in drawing and painting classes with the idea of eventually transferring to NC State, because it's also a bigger school too.
Right.
So I'm like, I want to be there after my maybe associate degree or something.
I see.
But something shift after an encouragement from my painting professor, who told me, I see potential in you and I know that you can do it. And those are the words that stick with me every time when I have hardship, when I kind of doubted myself in some way.
Do you know the name of that professor and where did he teach?
She is teaching at Barton College right now in the art department. Her name is Maureen O'Neill.
Okay. Barton College is located where?
In Wilson, North Carolina.
Oh, I see.
That's
I'm
where I
just
graduated
curious.
from.
Okay.
Yeah. I just took it as a sign to stay
Yeah.
and end up completing my my BFA painting at Barton. And after graduation, I've decided to pursue the MFA because I felt like I still have more to learn. And I wanted to grow as an artist. And I believe that continuing my education would help me get better and feel more confident in claiming the title as artist. Because while I was in school, I was like, okay, I paint, I draw, but it's not good. So I cannot claim myself as an artist. And other people around me, they would come to me and say, you know, you're an artist. I love your work and whatever. And I'm like, but this is for school. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still not an artist yet, you know, until I graduate, got my BFA, got my MFA, then I feel comfortable to say
Hmm.
I'm an artist now because I don't really have to go through other people guidance, but on my own. But of course, when you first graduated, you don't know what you're gonna do because I'm so comfortable with, you know, people giving me these schedules and be like, you need to finish this at certain date, certain time, right?
Hmm.
And now I
Yeah.
have to give myself that. So it
Right, right.
was a
You
challenge.
you make your own schedule, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with how did we meet, by the way? I can't remember exactly.
I think I've seen this Facebook group of Montagnard Facebook group. I don't know if you're the one that created that.
Yeah, it
And
was
then I
me
just
that.
joined it. Yeah.
Okay, you joined it. And I think before that, I saw your name on Facebook and I saw your beautiful artwork. I was like, man, I need to get in touch with this person. And then when you joined the Montagnards Facebook group, I was like,
Mhm.
wow, this is great. So I'm actually getting to connect with her and talk to her.
So
Um,
how did you see my page?
you know how Facebook's they friends of friends, I think is Levi
Okay.
Ramah. Do you know him?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. It says
We
something like Levi's friends are these.
okay.
Yeah. How do you know him?
We've been working together with the Montagnard Community Association that we're trying to put together here in Charlotte.
Hmm.
And he been saying that, oh, we need to meet Lap Sue. And I was like, who is Lap Sue? And then suddenly, you know, a couple of days later, I see the Facebook group, and I was like, let me join it because I really want to learn more about Montagnard culture. I mean, it's not just about Jarai, right? It's like
Right.
Ede, you know, and every other tribe. So that's why I'm like, I want to join. I want to find if there any book or documentary or anything. Like, I just want to learn more about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's why. And then we've been talking into our small groups where Levi kind of asked us if we should like meet with you. But guess what?
Mm-mm.
The next day you reach out to me.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe the next time you, me, and Levi can meet. I
Yeah.
don't know much about Levi, but I think he found one of my YouTube videos on the
Mm,
Jarai lessons.
mm-hmm.
Basically, I had this video on Jarai alphabets, and
Okay.
he watched that and he asked me some questions. I think I've known him for a few years now, but I've never met
Mm,
him in person. I don't even know
yeah.
exactly how he looked. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like I think it's meant to be that we
Yeah,
should meet and you know come together and work together in some way. That's cool.
right. That's great. Yeah, tell me a little bit about your background, like your village, or when did you come to the US? Really anything.
I come to the state in 2007. My
Okay.
dad come probably around 2002, 2003, I'm not so sure,
Yeah.
but he did some paperwork, of course, to bring us over, the rest of our family over.
You told me about the name of your village in the past, but I can't remember.
Oh, Plato Hang Ring.
Platot Han Ring. Okay.
But the people on my dad's side, the family on my dad's side lives in Plato Piat, and we're like super
Okay.
close.
I see.
Yeah.
So what was your experience of America? Like when you got here, did you know any English or you didn't?
No. Of course, I do take classes in Vietnam, but I never really learned anything except from 1 to 10.
Oh,
Just
okay.
learn how to count, right? And then how to say, you know, my name is Hoan, but that's about it.
Okay.
When I think about it, I'm like, I don't know how I get here.
Mm-mm.
Because, you know, during that time, it's like we don't know anything, kind of go with the flow.
Hmm. I think everybody, right? We experience
Mm-hmm.
culture shock when we come to new location, new
Mm-hmm.
physical and cultural environments, right? Do you have some like interesting memories of, let's say, your first year in America?
Interesting memories. I got bullied. That's
Oh
interesting.
no, sorry to
Yeah,
hear.
but no, it was fine because I was like also so brave during that time. I don't even know because this guy in my English class, he's always making fun of me. I don't know what he really said during that time because I
Hmm.
just came to the state. So he be saying things to me and I just heard that he said curse words, like really bad
Oh,
words. And of course, I don't know, it's just me. I learned bad words before I learned anything else. So
mhm.
so I know that he was talking crap about me, so that I'm like telling the teacher about it. And then he get really mad and he just come to me and start cussing me out. And I'm like,
Oh
thank
no.
you. I
Thank
said
you.
thank you. That's the best memory I could ever.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they say sometime when someone is really upset, and if you're
Mhm.
not upset at all, they somehow eventually stop, right?
Yeah, they did. They did stop. He never come
Yeah.
back and talk to me again.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. For me, yeah, I came to America when I was 18 years old.
Hmm.
And like you, I only knew a few phrases in English, and probably I could count from 1 to 10. When Americans were talking to me, a lot of time I could not understand.
Yeah.
I think we all shared those kind of experiences. Also, I'd work at a Japanese restaurant,
Mm.
and they were people from Honduras. They spoke to me in Spanish, and I thought that
Mm.
was English. So I pick up some words in Spanish, believing that I was learning English.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, I tell people about that kind of experience.
Do you
Yeah,
speak Spanish now?
I know some words. I couldn't differentiate between English words and Spanish, so I thought Spanish was English. So I thought that was funny. My department hired me to teach Introduction to Cultural Anthropology, and I felt like I didn't really know anything. I
Hmm.
was very nervous, especially that first week. And I was so glad they only allowed me to teach one course, at that time. And like you, I was afraid to call myself as a cultural anthropologist. I think after I taught for like 2 or 3 semesters, that's when I said, yes, I am a cultural anthropologist.
Yeah.
I got a bachelor's degree in anthropology and I got a master's degree. So I am a cultural anthropologist. But like you said, at first, it's hard to say I am an artist or I am a cultural anthropologist, right?
Hmm.
But we are, because we went through all the schooling, we have experience in teachings and helping our students and so on. And of course, we have more knowledge than most of our students. So,
Hmm.
yeah. So don't be ashamed to call yourself an artist, right? Montagnard,
Yeah.
Jarai artist. Yeah. So,
Yeah. A lot of people, they kind of talk to me and be like, yeah, you don't have to go to school to be an artist. And I'm like, I know that. But for me personally, I need that. I need that process. I need
mhm,
somebody to guide me. Sometimes I need somebody to hold my hand through the
right.
process so I can know exactly what I'm doing. Because
Mhm,
I tend to overthink. And when I do overthink, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, right?
mhm,
And I don't want to just stay there because I don't know what I'm doing or because I overthink. I just want to at least know the steps. And if I want to break the rule later on, I can because I know
right.
what you're supposed to do and what you're
Yeah.
not supposed to do, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about going through school is that not only you receive the credentials or degrees, right? But
Hmm.
through schooling, you also learn about different rules and policies and
Right.
history behind artwork or anything. You're not
Hmm.
just like knowing how to paint and draw, which a
Hmm.
lot of people can do that without
Right.
going through school. But
Hmm.
schooling kind of help us have a broader understanding of anything that has to do with our field. It might be
Right.
history, academic rules, policies, and copyrights issues, and a bunch of other things. So, Yeah, I'm glad you went through school.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I just feel like that definitely helped me with
Mhm.
other things too, like life lessons and not
Mhm.
just trying to get a degree.
Right.
I definitely do not regret that I went to school, even though, yeah, you're gonna have to pay back student loans.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, I am grateful for the opportunity because a lot of people here cannot afford to go or they can't go because there's a lot of situation going on in their life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I recently starting to paint more children because I have two kids of my own and
Okay.
we have total of 8 kids in our family.
Oh, wow. So your siblings and your own children.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and they're all about the same age. So I'm like at this moment in my life where I'm intrigued of their growth and development and
Oh.
things like that. So
Hmm.
I thought they're cute, like they're sleeping, and I thought that's so cute. And then I would like take photos of them. I have a whole bunch of photos, probably over 10,000 photos, who knows?
Oh, wow.
It just makes me happy when I
Mm.
paint something that is like super close to me, that is very personal, right?
Yeah.
But I also paint community when I want to tell stories,
Okay.
tell their stories through my artwork. So I would like ask them these questions and kind of incorporate it into the painting.
Yeah. I see you have some beautiful artwork in your background there. Is it possible for you to kind of like tell me a little bit about the artwork you have there on your
Okay.
walls?
So I have some more over there.
Okay. Wow.
um,
Beautiful
uh,
baby there.
yeah, so this one right here, which
Hmm.
I'm gonna send you the image.
Okay.
This one right here is my baby sister. I just like to play around with the pattern around it. So the
Hmm.
pattern here, if you can see, let's
Yeah.
see,
Uh-huh.
the pattern here, if you see
Mm.
closely, it's almost
Hmm.
like the baby blanket that we would
Oh,
receive.
I see,
Uh,
like the background, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
And I get the idea from that. I think this is actually the first painting that I have a whole bunch of pattern on it.
Yeah.
This one, like he was
I s-
sleeping,
yeah, I
laughing.
think it has this like color patterns of Montagnard's traditional blanket or clothing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And to me, it signifies caring,
Mm. Okay.
and the nurture of a mother, even though the
Hmm.
mother is not there.
Right.
Right? But in the painting, it's like, okay, he got the care, he got the love from a mother through that symbolism. That's why I wanted to do series of babies paintings or with the play around with different composition, just like kind of almost turn it into a design rather than thinking more of this is how it's supposed to look like. It need to be like a picture or something because
Hmm.
I could take a picture. I have a really good quality camera that I could just
Right.
take, right? But
Right.
with painting, you can do so much and you can make it come to life, even though it's gonna take hours just to
Hmm.
complete that painting. But it's also therapy for me,
Oh,
especially when I
awesome.
paint something that I really enjoy.
Mm.
And I also play around like the photo I take for this baby girl right here.
Uh-huh.
She did not hold that
Is that
actual,
is it a spatula or what is it?
it's like a fly.
Oh yeah, fly swatter.
In the photo, she did not hold that, but every day when we're home, like if there is that object somewhere, she always grab it and run around the house with
Oh,
it.
okay.
So I feel that, this is a good position and it looks like I could fit that object in. So then I
Mm.
would play around with that.
Oh
Like
wow.
even, yeah, even with that other one, the sleeping, there's a silhouette
Uh-huh.
of a bottle, the probiotic drink that kids
Mm.
always love. We always buy that all the time, like stack full of it in our fridge, and they would like ask for it all the time, every day. So I just kind of trying to think creatively and try to incorporate it without having like the actual bottle design on it, but you still can tell that that's the bottle on the
I,
actual painting. So
I see.
that's, yeah, it's kind of crazy sometimes, but I thought, it's fun, try to make it a bit fun, abstracted design, but also the figure is like representing these babies that it can connect with other people, rather than focus
Mhm.
on exactly this is the person is supposed to be, but kind of connect with all the children, right, in the
Okay.
household.
Yeah. Wow, that's really interesting. Recently, I saw on Facebook of this like huge egg with Montagnard painting.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about the ideas, or how did you come up with that idea? Or did you get some kind of funding to do that artwork? Or where is it located? And I'm just curious because I was very fascinated by the work that you did, from that particular artwork.
Well, as you know, that I've always painted on a flat surface,
Hmm.
and because I saw this grant where every year, this is from Shout, Charlotte, every year during like the first couple weeks before Easter, they
Mm,
have this event, the Shout event. They have all kinds of art
mm,
happening. There's like performance art, there's also just like showcasing other people paintings or whatever in certain space, right? And I
mm.
saw this public art available and this funding. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
I need funding and
hmm.
I want to try something new. And they have this giant egg, it's already there. So I don't even have
Oh,
to make
wow.
an
Where's
actual
this
giant egg.
located?
This is located in Uptown Charlotte. Actually,
Okay.
my studio is like super close to it because
Oh,
I'm like in downtown right now
oh, I
in
see.
Charlotte.
So
Yeah,
it's in just like in downtown public
Tryon
square
Street.
or space.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay. Okay.
yeah,
I wasn't sure if it's located at a college or anything.
yes.
Okay.
It's
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 downtown
actually a
Charlotte.
public. Hmm.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's already taken down right now because usually they have these 2 weeks or 3 weeks that it will be out there,
Mm-mm.
and they take it down after Easter because the egg is mainly for like the Easter.
I see. And how big is the eggs, and how long did it take you to paint?
It take me about 3 weeks to complete because I also have other work that I need to do and try to
Mm-hmm.
squeeze in every time I can to get into the studio, try to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exactly sure the total of hours I spent on
Okay.
it, but about 3 weeks. And I used like acrylic paint. Of course, I actually had to apply for this.
Mm.
I sent out my proposal, my descriptions and everything, and also sketch out designs of what I want to put on the egg. And I'm pretty sure there's like many other artists submit, and they only accept 13 people
Oh, wow.
because they only have 13 eggs, and whichever they like the most, they give that person. And then they
Oh,
said, okay, I mean, this is the stipend, and this is when we need this to be completed by, and things like that, like all the guidelines, right? I got accepted. So I was like, yay. But then also like, oh no, I'm scared because my design, I just kind of having to design it without thinking about it's going to be on a round surface rather than on a flat surface. So when I got the egg, I had to change my design a little bit.
mm-mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the original idea is to bring Montagnard to celebrate Montagnard, right? So I'm
Right.
like, okay, since it says shout, what you want to shout about? And I said, shout about Montagnard. Like that's who I
Oh,
am. I'm Montagnard and I'm Jarai, but I try to include like other people color too, like the Bunong color is like more
oh,
on the green side in the dress, right? And then like there's some of only black and red and a little bit of white. There's some that is more towards different type of patterns because some traditional dress have only couple pattern. It's a bit minimal. Some is like a
yeah.
whole lot of pattern. So I was trying to
Yeah.
include all of that so it can
Wow.
connect to the whole Montagnard theme.
I see.
And
And what I forgot exactly, what kind of portraits did you paint? Is it
On the egg.
baskets or
Yeah,
women?
yeah.
Yeah, on the eggs itself.
So there are women that are dancing in front of the fire because
Uh,
there's always fire, like people dance in front of it at night.
right.
And then there's also a little boy sitting with a drum, like he's playing a drum. And
Hmm.
then there's also two girls kind of, I don't know how, like
Like pounding rice or
yes,
something?
that's the
Like
word. Yes,
with they call
with
it, the
that stick.
stick is called pestle,
Yes,
and
yes.
then mortar, which we call resum in the
Mm-hmm.
Jarai. Yeah,
Yes, but
halal
it's
and
pretty
resum.
big.
Yeah.
Flow and soup. Because for us, it's like flow and soup only.
Okay. Yeah, I got
So
it.
I also have that too. Because the original design, I wanted everyone to dance around the fire throughout.
Mhm.
But then when I actually get the egg, I'm like, no, I think I want to have this different idea, but still in the same area and add the patterns on the top, kind of think about caring like I
Mhm.
did here. It's almost like
Oh,
my identity, you
oh
know?
yeah. Uh-huh.
So on top and at the bottom, so have that pattern. And then in the middle, kind of celebrate that Montagnard culture, everyday life thing.
Hmm.
So that's
Well,
how it come.
well, thank you for doing that. And it's a good way to expose our ideas, our culture, right? That's a great thing. I'm glad you received the funding. And
Yes,
the funding agency was known as what? Shout something?
South Charlotte.
As far as your artwork, where are you displaying them right now? Do you have a studio? Are you displaying them in museums, schools, churches, public places, or and also online? Where are they?
They South Charlotte placed them and placed the egg in the park
Mm,
right by the Duke Energy building and the
yeah.
bank because around there there's like this Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Duke Energy, kind of pretty close in actual downtown.
Okay.
So it was there, but they already took down on the 20th because
Mm,
of the Easter has passed.
I see.
And next year they're gonna repaint the egg,
Okay.
like other people gonna use the egg again. So they kind of reuse the egg. So that's why I'm trying to get these people to come see the egg now because you're not gonna see it ever again.
That's true.
Only the pictures or videos that we have taken.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of sad when I think about it. I'm like, this is the first time my painting has been, it will be destroyed. Like knowing that it will be destroyed, it will be paint over. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad because it's like I really had fun. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I kind of like built relationship with it while I'm doing it.
Right. And how about your other portraits or artwork? Where are they being displayed?
My other artwork are exhibited in different galleries. There's like different exhibitions here in Charlotte. So I always try to apply for exhibitions every time there's an opening.
Hmm.
And if they get accepted, then it will be there. If not,
Okay.
they'll be in my studio, the studio I
Okay.
have now.
Oh, so are you in your studio right now?
Yes, I
Oh,
have a studio here at the Vapa Center in Tryon Street in downtown.
what is it? What center? I didn't hear that.
Um, I'm in visual and performance art.
Oh, okay. In
It's
downtown
Vapa,
Charlotte.
yes, VAPA in downtown Charlotte.
Is there someone else like work in your art studio or just you? Are you renting the place or what?
I'm renting the place.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's over 400 artists here in the
Oh,
Vapa
wow.
Center, and there's like musicians, photographers, there's painters, drawers, all types of arts related
Mm,
here in the space. We usually have a program like open studios every first Saturday of the month where
okay.
we have our studio open for people to come in, look at our work, chit chat, get to know each other. It's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Are there Montagnards that come to your studio to look at your artwork?
Not so much. That's why I want to get Montagnard involved in
Okay.
art, just to, create something, just to get to know each other
Hmm.
and learn from each other kind of thing.
Right.
I do have like friends who would come into an event if I have like a solo show or like a
Hmm.
bigger event, then they would come to support, but it's not as much as I would like it to be,
Okay.
right?
Maybe you can make announcements through Facebook or at your
Mm-hmm.
church and with your other networks.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great to have Montagnards, come to more Montagnards come to your studio to look at your work. Do you have a website?
As of right now, I'm still working on my website. I had my website on for many years, but I need to fix it up and revamp it.
I see. Yeah.
So I took it down for a little bit. But I do also try to apply for grants and stuff, and sometimes I do receive grants for my art supplies, and
Okay.
I do take commissions, and the money that I have from my commissions, I would use that towards my studio space and supplies and stuff.
I see.
But
Yeah.
because my goal is to get the community together, create art. It don't matter if it's like one day a week, one
Hmm.
day, maybe one day in 2 weeks or something. I really want to have that type of program for our people.
Hmm.
That's
So,
great. Thank you.
yeah.
Look, what is on your shirt?
Oh, this is the Montagnard American
Oh,
organization.
okay.
I bought this from Liana a
Okay.
few years ago. I really like this shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
like that. It's cute.
Yeah. So beside like teaching artwork, what are other things that you're doing to be involved with the community? Maybe through your church, or are you helping different people in your community in Charlotte?
I'm trying to get involved. Sometimes I try to volunteer
Hmm.
here and there if people need help. I need to be better about it, but as of right now with my children, it's kind of hard to
Right,
like always be out there and doing things, right? Because I'm like,
right.
okay, what is the priority right now? But
Uh,
I've been in meetings with other Montagnard community and keep up with whatever is going on. So that way, if there's events, if there is something that I can help out with, I would
mhm.
do that. And if somebody need help with like paperwork and other things, then they just reach out to me. And
I
I,
see.
usually just do what I can.
Yeah, that's great. Are you interpreting maybe for family members or elderly people or anything like that? Do you speak Jarai?
I do speak Jarai.
Okay.
I tends to only stay with family members. I don't know. I feel like it's harder to translate from Jarai to English just because
Yeah.
Jarai don't have that many words. But
Hmm.
I hope, later on I'll get better at it and be more comfortable. But as of right now, just family members.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have been interpreting for Jarai speakers for many years now. And I do that now 2 to 3 times a week, either on the phone or through video, because
Mm-hmm.
there are no Jarai
Yeah.
people where I live right now. So I have to
Mm-hmm.
do it through phone or video. And like you said, it's really hard. There
Mm-hmm.
are so many words in English that we do not have in the Jarai
Yes.
language. And sometimes one word in English, I kind of have to explain,
So long
right,
in
a
a long
phrase or a
sentences.
few sentences. But the important thing is to make sure that the Jarai speakers and English speakers understand each other. That's what I've been doing. Even though I'm far away from our community, I've been helping our people pretty much every week. So I'm so glad. I help
Mhm.
people in New Bern, in Raleigh, in Greensboro, in Charlotte, and other
Awesome.
places. So technologies allow me to do that. Yeah.
I do notice a lot of healthcare here.
Hmm.
They want to get interpreter for people and they do not allow family members to
Right.
interpret for them. My sister, this is just an example, like my sister always say, yes, my mom need an interpreter, and then she needs a dry, not Vietnamese. Nobody can translate, and then the healthcare people, the nurses, they were like, "We're gonna find somebody," and I'm like, impossible. And then they try
Yeah.
to find somebody, and then they end up saying, "Oh, we don't have anybody. I'm sorry." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, because there's barely anybody here that can
Yeah,
translate Jarai. So that's why we said that we can do it, but you guys don't allow us." But then they end up letting family member translate for mothers.
that's true. There are a lot of Jarai that can speak English and Jarai language, but not all of them are willing to be
Yeah,
interpreters. It's just hard. I do it because not because I'm better at English and Jarai than other people, but I just want to help our
yeah.
people. So I just do my best.
I feel like that's the only mindset that you can put yourself into, and in
Right,
order to put out good things to the world, because it's like you can't be perfect, right? But
right.
if nobody else gonna do it, who else will?
I like this Nike, what they call motto, or it said, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I do sometimes. Are you like very busy with teaching right now? Because I know it's toward May, students are submitting their final papers or taking exams. And are you busier now than you were? And how many
Um,
students do you have?
I have about 20 or up each class, and I have about 5 classes this semester.
Oh, wow.
Um, I'm trying to cut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next semester or
I
so, but
see.
this past years I just do, because I did 2 schools, so they give me like at least 4 classes, or
I
at
see.
most 4 classes a semester. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is just crammed in, and at once. And then every time when I put like assignments in, they submit it to me. I have to grade them a certain time too. So it's like, okay, time management is very important, right? And then if your kid is sick, it's like you can't do that. It's
Right,
crazy. But
right.
it's a bit overwhelming, but I feel like it's lesson learned. You
Mm-hmm.
can learn so much from it. I manage it. I'm able to get here now, so I think
Right.
it's
Yeah.
it
Do
worked out.
you
It's
have
fine.
like teaching assistants to help you
No,
with grading? No, you don't.
no, because as of right now, I decided to just stay as part-time.
I see.
So I do a whole lot of running around, and even if I have teacher assistant, it's kind of hard to get things the way that I wanted to get things done.
Yeah, I've been super busy. I've been ignoring a lot of things that are not related to my work or
Mm-hmm.
family because I'm teaching 3 classes at Texas Tech
Mm-hmm.
University. I have over 200 students, maybe
Wow.
250. But I also am teaching online classes for 2 different community colleges.
Wow.
And so,
How
but
did you do
luck,
that?
well, luckily at Texas Tech, I have 2 teaching assistants right now. So they help me a lot with grading and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
still, overall, I'm in charge of all the classes. I have to take
Mm-hmm.
care of emails and I have to teach my teaching assistants or show them what to do and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're behind on things, I kind of like push them a little bit. Hey, let's get this thing done. Yeah, it can be really tough and chaotic. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to try my best to manage my time well
Mm.
so that I can get all of these things done. Recently, I noticed people were messaging me on Facebook or they sent me emails about something else. I've been ignoring all of them.
Because you're busy.
Yeah, I may not respond to their messages until after this semester is over with.
Yeah, I
We'll
feel like
see.
that.
You can't do everything. Sometimes you just have to disappoint some people, right?
You're right.
And explain it later why you didn't write them back.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
understandable. Is the semester end in May for you too?
Oh,
In
yes.
May?
Yeah, the second week of May.
Second week of May. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the same for us.
Yeah. And then we have summer 1 and summer 2. So summer 1 is basically in June, and
Mm-hmm.
then summer 2 is in July.
What?
And
I
yeah.
thought it's only one summer.
Yeah, but at my school we have summer 1 and summer 2. So
Wow. And
yeah.
you're gonna teach then too.
Right. They're all online though. So
Okay.
I'm hoping to go to North Carolina this summer, to
Mhm.
go to Raleigh. Hopefully I'll get to go to Charlotte because I have a lot of
Yeah.
friends that live in Charlotte that I have not seen in so many years. So
Hmm.
hopefully I get to see you this summer, maybe in July. We'll see.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you do happen decided to come to Charlotte,
Yeah.
we're happy to meet you. I'll let Levi know too.
Oh yeah, Levi lives in Charlotte, right?
Because
Okay.
he been wanting to meet you.
All right, that will be really great. I may do that because I'm planning to record some other Montagnards in our community. So, yeah, I'll let you know for sure. Well, again, thank you for being willing to meet with me. I
Of
know you're
course.
super busy with your kids and work and artwork and a bunch of other things. So, I appreciate you sparing this time to just talk to me.
Well, I
I
appreciate you too.
Yeah, I really like our conversations, and we're going to do this again, hopefully in person next time.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
All
so much.
right. Well, thank you. You have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.